What's going on, y'all? And welcome to the At the Buzzer Sports Show. This is your host, the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, that's me, King Will.
And it's your girl, Jess. And we are here on this beautiful Thursday. And we're going to have a great show for you today.
Yes. We are back. So we're going to talk about the WNBA Finals coming up. We're going to talk about my Miami Hurricanes.
Right now, by the way.
Ready to glow up on my Miami Hurricanes. And we got NFL games. So we're going to start with the WNBA first. But before we start anything, we got to have our scripture now.
Oh, yes, for sure. Let's start on a positive note. Yes, our scripture for today is from Matthew chapter 5, verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And just as it says, just blessed are the ones that have the real love for God, and they shall get what they desire and shall see God. So we thank God for the word tonight, and we move forward with our show.
Absolutely. So first, we're going to start off with a little WNBA action. So the WNBA Finals is coming up.
It's right now.
Going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's between the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jess, we finally made it. It was a interesting WNBA season, but we made it to the finals.
Bless it.
We made it to the finals. Bless it. It definitely But we're not going to talk about that. So, Jess, what you think?
Not today.
How this finals is going to look?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people think the New York Liberty, which I hope they win, of course, but a lot of people think that they will run away with the finals. I actually disagree. I think it will go, I believe it will go 5 games all the way through. People don't know, or people that haven't followed the WNBA this year, for sure, the Lynx actually beat the Liberty 3-1 in the regular season. Now, we all know I'm big on not judging regular season with the playoffs. And I believe that because you never know, because the playoffs are a different animal for the men, the women, in any sport. And the Liberty are way bigger in size. Because honestly, Nafisa Kalia is probably the second tallest player, and she is 6'1".
Yeah.
But for some reason, they're a matchup problem for the Liberty. For what I saw, I mean, they beat them 3-1, and one or two of them were blowouts. And I'm not sure, and I really don't get it because they should be dominating them, especially with Jonquel 6'6", 6'7", Brianna Stewart 6'4", Phoebish, who's the rookie who made the all-rookie team, by the way. She from Germany, I believe. She's 6'4", but there's, like I said, the Lynx tallest player I think is 6'2", 6'3". I'm just saying, like, they should dominate. Their matchup problem, and the Lynx could shoot. And Cheryl Reeve, who was, she coached the Maya Moore great teams and won 4 championships, so she's been here before. So it's not like they're just some puppies. Now, some of the players are, but they're playing on a high level, and they have a lot of confidence against the Liberty, especially since they beat them. I think it's going to go 5. I'll be shocked if it goes less. I'm hoping the Liberty pulls it out, but I'm just saying, and I told you from a couple months ago, I said I wouldn't be shocked if the Minnesota Lynx make the finals because they're really good. And Becky Hammond even pointed them out when she looked, like, in her post-game interview. She said, the Minnesota Lynx, they have good talent, but they're a great team. And she talked about her team having great talent, but they're just this year they're a okay team together. They're good, but they're not great. The Minnesota Lynx they're great, but they have just okay, good talent, and that's what we need. And honestly, that's what people don't understand. Not everything is about having great talent. Sometimes you just need good talent and with people that just mesh together. And that's what the Minnesota Lynx are. So if you want my prediction, I will pick the Liberty in 5. Hopefully but you know how the Liberty go. This is their 6th finals. They've lost every time. 5 times before the 6th time.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little hurt. I'm gonna be a little hurt if the Liberty don't pull this out. You beat the Aces. You beat the Aces finally.
Why are you gonna be hurt? Look here. I ain't gonna lie, New York having a year. You got the Liberty in the finals. You got the Yankees and the Mets doing good.
Don't let the Knicks have a great season. You won't be able to shut me up.
The Knicks got Karl Anthony Towns. Too bad the Giants and the Jets suck, but it's okay.
Yeah, we don't. It's whatever. But but no, we're gonna focus on the positive. The fact of the matter is, Yankees all day. But I am happy to see the Mets doing well. Hopefully the Mets don't Mets, as I like to say on that note. But yeah, as far as the WNBA finals go, I picked the Liberty in 5, so I don't know who you got, but we'll see.
I honestly am going with an upset. Minnesota has really been rolling the entire season.
And Nafisa Kalia, she has been the best player, by the way, in the playoffs. I just want to point that out.
She definitely has been the best player in the playoffs. And honestly, she's been one of the hottest players near the end of the season going into the playoffs. She really kind of caught on fire when they came back from the Olympics. Mm-hmm. And so, and this is honestly, this whole WNBA final playoffs to me is who has enough gas. I honestly think Vegas ran out of gas. I honestly think Seattle ran out of gas. Yeah. I think because they had a lot of players that played on that Olympic team and they kind of ran out of gas.
Well, then the Liberty got, I think they had 2.
They got 2, Sabrina and Brianna, and Minnesota got
Vegas
one.
Had 4.
Vegas had 4. But Nafisa Kalia has been playing on an amazing level. Like, this is one of these playoff streaks. And I think she's going to continue that. She's going to put the pressure on Brianna Stewart. And I think Minnesota is going to pull this off. I got Minnesota in 5, to tell you the truth.
I'm just going to say it wouldn't be shocking. Cheryl, like I told you, Cheryl Reeve, even though she made some questionable decisions in the Olympics, I don't know what she was doing with some of that. But as far as like she's a proven champion. She knows what she's doing, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder too. I just want to point that out. Yeah. The Lynx are playing with a chip on their shoulder. I know the Liberty is too, but against Vegas, I know against Vegas they were, because they were still mad about last year. So they played out of this world. Will Sabrina continue? Because I just want to, and I hope she does, but I'm just saying, the Minnesota Lynx are the number 1 defense the whole season. And there's, they're the number 1, and then they got, Nafisa won Defensive Player of the Year. So she knows what she's doing. So exactly. I know people, but yeah, as a collective group, Minnesota is tough. We'll see, honey. They're going to stress me out. I hope they don't stress me out, this Liberty team, honey. And Sandy, it's also going to be a battle of the coaches, because Sandy, people forget she won with Diana Taurasi in Phoenix for that year. I think it was 2014. I think that's when whenever the last time the Lynx won.
That was Simone Augustus and
No. I'm talking about Sandy, the Liberty coach. The last time she has one championship with Phoenix, but that was back in 2014. Or was it 2016? It was one of those years where
I would say it was 2014.
It was the last year Phoenix won, and she was the coach. And I'm just saying, so she knows how to win too. But she's a good coach. But I'm just saying, Cheryl Reeve and her, I want to see how they're going to battle each other coaching wise, because they're both proven coaches. This is an interesting finals. I really feel like everyone picking the Liberty, I know, but you, and I understand it. Because the Liberty is, they should win, but Minnesota is number 2. I'm just saying it's 1 versus 2, so obviously they're both great teams.
No, I get you. I don't know. It's just, I think I don't know. It's feeling like one of these Minnesota where everybody think New York is going to win. Everybody's putting the hype on New York.
Yeah, but it's pressure on New York now. It's pressure on them.
It's definitely pressure on New York, and it's pressure on Brianna Stewart, because in the last finals. Yeah. Asia made her look like, you should not have won an MVP. I should have. That's what she was playing like, and it didn't look good. And Sabrina was not that good in the finals either. It was just a battle of last minute, and they won in the last seconds or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. But it should be a good series. So absolutely should be good. Be a series. So we got football coming up. NFL football is coming up. We are rocking in the season. Amazing. We already look like a month through. College football is halfway through. We'll talk about my Miami Hurricanes, but we got a couple of games that we think are some really good games for you to check out, and we're going to tell you who we think is going to pull it out. So first, we'll start off just with the battle of, I call it the battle of DMV, DC, whatever you want to call it, Baltimore Ravens and the hot division leading Washington Commanders.
Y'all, give William all the credit. He says Washington was going to be like, now he didn't pick them to be number 1. No,
I didn't, but I did say.
But he did say they would be good.
I said it, yep.
Congrats, William. Yes, you said that. And I was looking at you like, I don't know, they sus. But they have been very impressive, especially Jaden, he's impressive. I mean, I gotta give him his props. It's Jaden, right? Yeah, it's Jaden. Yeah, I need to give him his props. He's legit. Well, so far. I don't know when, because he hasn't looked like a rookie yet, is what I'm trying to say. I'm waiting for him to look like a rookie, where he looks out of sorts and not poised. I know you said he's 23, 24.
He's right? 23. He's
23. Okay. So he's to me, he's not old, but in football, yes, if you're a rookie, that's kind of old now. Everyone is usually
most rookie quarterbacks are
21. Okay, so he's a couple years. Yeah, that's not a big deal. But he looks great, and the coaching looks pretty good too. I'm gonna pick Baltimore though. I think
Cliff been making it look good. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I agree. But I pick Baltimore if you're gonna ask me who I pick. I think Baltimore's finally hitting their stride. And I think Lamar is looking good. I think Derrick Henry is looking good. Derrick Henry's been looking great, by the way. He's been looking pretty legit. I know we thought he was washed.
Underrated factor with Derrick Henry is he's probably going to be the last Hall of Fame running back for a while. And he is definitely well deserved. And then after that, we might not see a Hall of Fame running back for a while.
Really? Okay. I mean, that's respectable. But yeah, I think he's looking good. I believe their defense has been looking pretty. Their defense wasn't the problem. It was really
I don't want to hear that because I'm still mad about Joe Burrow slicing them up, and I didn't have him on my fantasy quarterback team because all y'all told me Sam Darnold. It was the Sam Darnold year. I finally snorted the Sam Darnold line just to be disappointed.
But he won though.
Fantasy. But he only gave me 6 fantasy points compared to Joe Burrow giving me 52, and I had Joe Burrow on my.
Okay, so you worried about. Look, you're worried about the wrong thing.
Don't get me started.
You worried about the wrong thing. At the end of the day, he won. So leave Samuel alone. He's out here winning I was about to say basketball games. He's out here winning football games, and that's a fact. Yeah. So let's give him his little credit. Samuel out here not playing with you. But Baltimore look good. I'm gonna pick Baltimore. I know Washington's on a run. And it wouldn't be a shock if they did win, but I'm gonna pick Baltimore.
So. I believe this is one of these games. This should be the game Washington kind of runs into the brick wall. They kind of been playing some weak defenses that haven't been really pressuring Jaden. And when you get Jaden time, he's going to pick you apart. I tell people, I think, people try to say he's Lamar Jackson. I think he's more Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying he is as good as Aaron Rodgers now, but he uses his legs when he have to, not like design runs. Other than that, he's going to sit in that pocket and tear you apart. His accuracy is on point. He has a very good deep ball. He has great weapons.
You don't think he's more Steve Young?
I mean, but Rodgers is honestly in that same category as Steve Young. Steve Young did a little bit more running, but when Steve Young got a little bit older, he did sit in the pocket more, and Steve Young was very accurate. But I mean, yeah, he's those type of players where he's not like Lamar or a Mike Vick or a Cam where they're exclusively using his legs, but it's the threat there. But Baltimore is on point. The only problem with Baltimore is they still need Lamar Jackson to be Superman. The wide receivers are still question marks. Zay is doing okay, but I mean, he's doing okay. Likely talk all that trash.
He did great last year, though, so people expect big things from him.
It's 5 games in. It's time to do what you got to do. Like
okay. I mean, that's what I respect. 5 games in,
Mark Andrews seemed to be lost, and Mark Andrews might be cooked like your boy Kelsey.
Oh my gosh, you get on my nerves with this Cook stuff. People be having 5 bad games after the great careers they've had.
Who have I been wrong? Who have I been wrong saying they ain't cooked? Who have I been wrong?
Name someone. Derek Carr don't look cooked.
He's hurt now.
Okay, hurt and cooked is 2 different things.
And what happened the past 2 games? And what happened the past 2 games? What happened the past 2 games?
Their defense let them down.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
That's what happens in football games.
And the thing with, I mean, was he ever like bait? Was he ever good enough to even say he's good? Or is this just him being average?
He had a few good years in Oakland. Please stop.
I was right about Russell Wilson.
No, actually, you're not. He hasn't played. We don't know if he's cooked.
Because he's cooked.
No, it's not because he's hurt. Hurt, and how are you going to compare hurt and cooked? I don't get it. You can't blame. You can't call someone washed if they haven't played because they hurt.
Cooked.
And then Kelsey had a good game.
Kelsey cooked.
See, you've been waiting for this moment. That's why I don't respect it. You've been waiting for this moment because we've been saying Kelsey is a legit which she still will make the Hall of Fame.
He is the Hall of Fame. He ain't better than Gronk.
I don't know. That's questionable.
Ain't no questionable.
Yes, it is. No, you going to bite.
It's not questionable.
See, look, now
you want to take the Gronk? You want to take the Gronk Kelsey argument? The Gronk Kelsey argument really is like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Kelsey is like LeBron James. He has the longevity. He has all these records. Blah blah blah. Gronk is Michael Jordan, where it's with your eyes. Who the better tight end? You give me that 6'6", 270 pounds.
He don't even like going by the eye test. He don't like going by the eye test, but when he
running people over and blocking. So give me Gronk over
Congrats.
Anyway, back to the Baltimore
what the
Washington.
eye test can do. I'm so glad you could talk about the eye test.
Back to
I'm so glad because when I bring up the eye test, you tell me no. You tell me no, I can't bring up the eye test. But now you want to bring up the eye test.
Your eye test, your eye test.
Your Gronk argument is understandable, and I respect it.
Is off because your eye test I don't agree with.
Well, I do wear glasses, but it's not off. It's not off. I tell you that much. Look, Gronk is great. That is truthful. That is very truthful. Gronk is great. We all know he's Mount Rushmore tight end. But Kelsey, look, honestly, Tony Gonzalez probably has the best career as far as longevity and everything. That's why I say
y'all can't even tell me. Y'all tell me Kelsey the greatest. He ain't even the greatest tight end from Kansas City. So
that's argument over. Whoa.
See, he ain't the greatest tight end from Kansas City. That's Tony
Gonzalez. That's arguable.
Ain't arguable either.
It's arguable, honey.
Name a quarterback that Tony Gonzalez had that was good as Patrick Mahomes.
That's the crutch. Why is that his fault? He was drafted there. That's not his fault. He got drafted with a great quarterback.
If Tony Gonzalez was in this offense, he probably had like 1,900 receiving yards and about 30 touchdowns.
Well, honey, put him in this talk to his mama on why she wanted to have him 20 years earlier. You ask her. That's her fault.
And I'm gonna make my pick. I got Baltimore winning over Washington, and we're gonna talk about another team that Tony Gonzalez played for, who are the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers with their boy Kirk O'Chain.
I got the Falcons. Let's hurry up with this. I got the Falcons. Carolina, no, it's just it's raps.
Yeah, I got the Falcons too. But let's discuss. Do you really think the Falcons are for real?
We talked about this last week. I said,
but I mean, but we said this before the 500.
You mean are they Super Bowl contenders?
You think they Super Bowl contenders?
Or are they deep run contenders? There's two different ones. Which
Super Bowl contenders? You think that they Super Bowl contenders? I know we said division.
No, and I'm not even trying to be mean. No, I think they have the potential to make. Maybe I don't. The Falcons are so tricky. They hurt my feelings. And I'm not even a fan.
The Atlanta Falcons are really the luckiest team right now. They really. There's a lot of games they probably should have lost. They should have lost.
No. Actually, there's some games they should have won though.
They should have beat Kansas City. They should have beat Kansas
City. And then the other team that they lost to in the first game. They lost to a team in the first game.
Atlanta right on a look. And all I'm saying is they're going through the Kirk Cousins experience. Kirk Cousins is looking real good in the regular season again. And in the playoffs, I'm ready to see all y'all tears on social media. So, but Falcons are going to blow out the Carolina Panthers. They should. Bryce Young, I don't even know if they're playing Bryce Young or they're going back to Andy Dalton.
No, they said Andy Dalton been starting, I think.
I know, but then they lost so bad. Bryce Young actually came in the game in the fourth quarter, actually looked kind of decent, even though they were getting blown out. So I don't even know what they're doing with that. Carolina's a mess. Falcons gonna win this, but they're not. But I'm telling you right now, Falcons fans, don't get hyped. Kirk Cousins is gonna make y'all so hyped.
Y'all don't let William make y'all feel bad. I think Kirk.
Like Matt Ryan.
Because Kirk is not only a nice guy, but he's a good team. All the players that's ever played with him love him. He's a legit good team guy, and I think he'll do fine. So, but do I think they make the Super Bowl? Probably not. Do I think they probably make a surprise us and make a divisional game to get to the Super Bowl? Maybe. I mean, look, their defense is legit. And then also when
they're not better than Detroit. Detroit will beat them.
Okay, well, fine.
They're not better than Detroit.
They will compete though. They will compete. They won't compete.
Honestly, are they better than Washington? I don't know.
I mean, look, that's a legit question right now.
Washington is probably better. Washington is probably better. That's all I'm saying.
But the experience will kick in, and yes, the experience do
look
kick
at
in.
me say it's working now, but there's a couple of questions with the Falcons. Right now, the defense is doing good enough for them. Right now, they still seem they haven't figured out their running back situation with Bijan and Algier. Kyle Pitts still a ghost. Like he does some plays, but still he goes. Trent London's doing good, but he hasn't really done that breakout. Honestly, the best player has been Mooney. That's the best wide receiver, and it's still Kirk Cousins look like he on one leg. I'm just saying, I don't believe the hype. They're gonna make the playoffs, and then they're gonna get dusted in the first round or the division round or wherever they end up. Yes.
Stop.
Dusted.
I'm not even a Falcons fan, but you out here being disrespectful. They will not get dusted. I see them at least potentially making the divisional game. So stop.
So we're gonna talk about the one before Super Bowl?
What's the one before the Super Bowl?
The championship.
Oh, I've been saying divisional.
Wild card, divisional championship, then Super Bowl.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, they can make a championship game.
Speaking of quarterbacks that get on one nerve, in the battle of butthole quarterbacks, Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield versus New Orleans, Spencer Rattler. Oh, you know Spencer Rattler is starting for the New Orleans Saints. And if you watch that man on what's the show called?
I remember that quarterback.
QB1. Ooh, boy, Spencer Rattler is a piece of mess. But actually, I wouldn't be surprised if we do real good. But let's see, between Tampa Bay and New Orleans, who you got?
Spencer. I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay. I'm gonna pick the easy pick because I don't know how Spencer Rattler is gonna play in a real long whole game. So I'm gonna pick Baker. I don't want to pick Baker, but I will smartly pick Baker. He's been cooking. I know the last game he played. Looked a little.
Let the Falcons come back and win, but you know.
That was first of all, let me just tip my hat off to the Atlanta Falcons for that. I watched the game thinking it was over. So watching that happen, I was like, wow. Okay, maybe the Falcons. That's why I was like, okay, maybe the Falcons are not playing. They could really be something. But anyway, back to Tampa Bay. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Baker. I think they have a really good team, actually. I know we like to make fun of Baker and act like he just a piece of garbage. But this year and last season, he hasn't looked like a bust. And we're just gonna have to keep it real. He's throwing a lot. He's throwing with accuracy. I know he has his Baker moments, but he's throwing with accuracy. He's making the smart plays. He always ran well with the ball. And he looks like he trusts his teammates. So I'll pick Tampa Bay. Because if Derek Carr was playing, I would honestly pick the Saints. But
I'm going upset special. I think Rattler is going to pick this Tampa Bay defense apart, and I got the Saints winning.
What evidence do you have for both?
So Rattler actually had a decent camp, arguably a good camp. That if I'm thinking about his brother, Derek Carr. If Derek Carr wasn't starting, honestly, Rattler would have started. Rattler, he's a very good pocket quarterback. If you give him time, he can definitely pick you apart. If he gets rattled, he does make stupid mistakes. But I think Rattler gonna show something. I got a feeling Rattler gonna show something. I got the Saints really pulling this off against Tampa Bay, upsetting the Bucs. And I got Rattler doing good enough that we might be talking that, hey man, Derek Carr can stay his butt on the bench and we'll go with the rookie. So let's see. You got so much faith in Derek Carr.
It's not that. You always want to talk that someone play good and be like, oh, I guess that means the other player sucks. Like that doesn't just because they have a good game. No, it does not.
It does.
It means they had a good game and congrats. That's all that means. So
it does.
Next.
That's what it means. So next we got the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Who you got?
Jordan Love's not playing.
Jordan Love's playing.
Oh, okay.
He's been playing okay, but he's been doing good. Got the Packers.
Yeah, I picked the Packers. I think the Packers are a better team.
Now I will say this. I guess
don't matter.
I need to go on an apology tour.
Kyler Murray has been playing better. I did say he was cooked, washed, whatever, trash. I said he was trash. I mean, he's actually been playing better. That comeback against San Francisco, he did his thing, running, passing, impressive, finding his weapons. I got Arizona winning this. Jordan Love has been playing okay, but I think Arizona is catching their stride right now. The offense has been doing good. The defense has been looking real well. Got some nice weapons on defense. I got them beating Green Bay. Green Bay to me is a little shaky. Like I said, Jordan Love hasn't been looking. He's been looking not bad, but he hasn't been looking great. So we'll see how it works for them. But I got Arizona winning this.
Okay.
All right, Anthony.
I think Green Bay. My fault. I was just saying, I believe Green Bay. You're right about them looking a little shaky. I guess I feel like their defense is really good. They're ranked really high on defense, and I think Jordan Love has a breakout game coming. So I'm gonna pick this one.
We'll see. So for our game of the week is Detroit versus the Dallas Cowboys. So Jess,
dun, dun, dun.
So Jess, what you got? Detroit, Dallas.
I never, the job we do, I gotta suck up my pride. So as much as I would love to say Detroit, I'm gonna pick Dallas. I think Dallas is gonna win.
Why?
Even though they seem to be a complete mess, I think CD's playing great. I think CD's coming into he's playing great the past few games. I think him and Dak are finally getting their flow together. And I believe that their running game is still sus. I know it's sus. But I really feel like they'll survive. And I don't know. I just think that they will make it through. I know Jared Goff is playing better now. And overall as a team, I mean, Detroit is coming to how they looked last year. But I'm gonna pick Dallas. I just feel like they'll win a nail biter. No. I feel like they win by 3.
No. Dallas loses this.
And it hurt. And I don't even like saying the Cowgirls. But
Dallas got a lot of questions. I think Mike is playing this game, but defense, they still getting pushed around on the defensive side. Detroit likes to run the ball.
I forgot they run defense is terrible. And Detroit
is going to run that ball with Montgomery and
darn it,
Gibbs.
I didn't even think about that.
They're going to run on them. Then they're going with the play action. The defense is doing good.
I'm sticking with my pick. Dallas win by 3.
So Detroit is going to win, and I think we're really sleeping on how good Detroit is. And really, I think Detroit is really based on how good Jared Goff is. And Jared Goff can do good, and they can run control, play good defense. They're pretty unbeatable, and I expect them to beat Dallas. Dallas got a lot of holes, but it's really that defense. Teams are going to run the ball down their throat. They're going to pound them and pound them and pound them. And until Dallas figures this out, teams are going to continue doing it. Pittsburgh was kind of doing it. They luckily beat Pittsburgh with Justin Fields not having a good game. So, I mean, and Detroit is on the road. I picked Detroit to make it to the NFC Championship. I think I picked Detroit to make it to the Super Bowl. So
you did.
I did. I would say I did.
You always pick them Skip Bayless picks. But look,
Skip Bayless? Not Skip Bayless. Not Skip Bayless.
Like Johnny Manziel is the second coming of Joe Montana.
I did not think that. I didn't think that at all.
But he was great in college. I want to give him his props.
And none of y'all ready for my Tim Tebow rant. So,
leave that man of God alone. He doesn't bother no one. So leave him alone.
Move on before you have to get on
no, what I was going to say, because Hopkins, they talking about getting Hopkins, Dallas, and I'm like, that's the least of y'all worries.
Yeah, that's the least of y'all worries. And Hopkins,
I don't need no other wide receiver.
And Hopkins in the oven right now. Let's just say that.
No, not Hopkins. Devontae. Forgive me, y'all. I meant Devontae.
No. They're talking about getting Hopkins too, because Hopkins is on the trade block.
They don't need no more wide receiver. Well, I mean, they could probably use one more, but they don't need 2 more, and they need to focus on getting someone in that defense. I don't know why they out here trying to get all these offensive weapons. Jerry, he don't care. But Jerry, get it together.
I mean, they definitely want to do something. They got to win this game because if Washington keeps winning, then you're really just battling between y'all and Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not looking any better, but you don't want to get into that battle. They're in the same hole, and Washington's going to take this lead on them in the division. But I see Detroit winning this. I think Detroit is going to pound the ball on them, and they're going to defeat Dallas.
Okay. When you put it the running, when you mentioned running, I was like, ugh. But I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna say Dallas when maybe the refs help them out. Typical. So let's go with that.
All right, and then next I get to talk about. I've been waiting on this. All y'all was talking. Look here. Let me tell you something so funny about a lot of y'all. I was out here just relaxing, went to sleep early to bed.
You about to go on for about
Miami. Miami was playing, and here all y'all texting me. I wake up and I was like, "Oh, Miami must be losing." Which they were. They were. 38-18. Everybody wants to send me eyeballs and what's up with your boy. Then none of y'all don't want to answer. But let me just say this. The Miami Hurricanes absolutely got a chance to win this all. Like, first I was being kind of joking about it, but I actually do believe Miami can win this. Georgia does not look unbeatable. Alabama does not look unbeatable. Texas does not look unbeatable.
Vanderbilt.
Hold on. Vanderbilt beat Alabama. Beat Virginia Tech, which everybody was trying to tell me Virginia Tech was sorry, but Miami, when Miami was losing against them and they beat them, but Vanderbilt lose to freaking Georgia State. Like, so what is it? That's why I'm telling everybody, this college season, it's wide open. There is no dominant teams. There is no Georgia from 2-3 years ago. This ain't the Nick Saban Alabama Crimson Tide or the Trevor Lawrence Clemson Tigers or whatever. It's just there's no dominant team. Miami can absolutely win this. I am nervous about the next game. They play Louisville at Louisville. That's one of them trap games. Louisville's actually a pretty good team because no one watches college football. They only think Alabama, Georgia, and Texas are the only three good teams. There actually are some pretty good teams in the ACC if you actually pay attention. That's all I'm saying. Come on with your hating, Jess.
No, I'm not hating. They look good. Cam Ward is legit. However, I know people be I know people been talking about how he's be turning over the ball and stuff, but I mean
that was an ugly interception. That was an ugly interception. That was one.
It's okay. Everyone, look, he's in college. Everyone deserves a hiccup. But no, he looks good, and I love to see black quarterbacks do that thing. So,
do you think he'll be the first quarterback taken off the draft, or do you think he jumped maybe a Shador or a Carson Beck yet?
I need to see how he finishes the season. I think it all depends because it's still 5. How many games? 7 games in.
Mm-hmm. I
think if he goes undefeated or just loses 1 or 2 games, and depending on how far he goes into I think with them, especially since he came out of nowhere, I believe he has to have like a miraculous season. Like if y'all win it all, there's a high possibility he'll go the first quarterback in the draft for sure. But they're so high on Beck. I've seen the mock drafts already. Even with him losing Alabama, I mean, he had a great second half against Alabama, but at the end of the day, like, they're high on him. They're also, when they're high on someone, like how they were with Drake May. I don't know why, but with him, also he's gonna start. By the way, y'all, he's gonna have his first.
Yeah, he's gonna start. Yeah, his first. Start.
But how high they were on Drake May, how high they were with Lawrence, how high they were with Caleb. Like when it's been that long on people them being high on a quarterback or a player, it's hard for them to go back down unless they have a sucky season. So,
likewise they can't say that because remember, everybody forgot Jake Fromm was supposed to be the next Drew Brees.
They weren't high. They were high on him.
In the beginning of the season, he was the first quarterback pick. They had him down as the first pick. I promise you. Go back before that season, and then he did so bad he fell off, and we don't know where Jake Fromm is right now. But I'll say it like this:
we don't know where he's at for sure.
I'll say it like this: I still got Shador number 1. I think Cam is the second best quarterback right now. And honestly, I got Jalen Monroe ahead of Carson Beck. I don't think Carson Beck is that good. I do not. I think they falling for the 6'5" rocket arm white guy that Mitch Trubisky was, that Drake May was, that was all these, terrible quarterbacks. And I just don't see it with Carson Beck. I would take Cam Ward ahead of him. I'll take Shador.
As of right now, I would take Cam Ward above Beck. I would. Cam Ward's he's looking really good, and he's very poised. But
the poise is what it is. I love, even though that one mistake he made, he sits in that pocket. He's poised. He's got the leadership quality. He's never sweating. Like you don't see him sweat. And he's been came back twice. We had to come back against Virginia Tech, and now we got this comeback against Cal. So I don't know. Louisville game is making me nervous. These next Louisville game makes me nervous for Miami. Florida State, for as trash they is, it's a rivalry. That game makes me nervous. Georgia Tech makes me nervous. Syracuse makes me nervous. Why Syracuse make me nervous? People forget the quarterback at Syracuse was the quarterback from Ohio State last year. So they have a decent quarterback. They have the transfer portal has made teams that you don't think about become pretty good. And you don't know who's going to be good. Like when people were shocked about Cal has a decent team. Cal beat Auburn. Virginia Tech gave Vanderbilt a run, and we see what Vanderbilt beating Alabama. Virginia Tech has a good quarterback. Their quarterback will probably go in the second and third round. He's a decent quarterback. There's a bunch of good teams in the ACC. Louisville has a quarterback that can go into the second and third round. Louisville got half of Miami Hurricanes players. That's honestly half of Louisville's team. So I am nervous, but I just feel like this is the year, and I'm going to be obnoxious to all you people. But I know y'all going to be obnoxious. I'm going to tell you now, the day if they do lose, I'm just going to cut off my phone. Even though when they were losing to Cal, I wasn't even worried because I said, even if they lose, it's not over. All they have to do is win the ACC, and you're still in the playoff. Cal already had one ACC loss. Cal was going to lose another ACC game. Don't lose it. We're still in there. So it's our year, and I'm going to be obnoxious. Just telling you now.
That might be the day. Like if they was to win the national championship, y'all, I don't know if I just don't know. I don't think I'll be able to do the show with him, and he will be up here by himself the whole time.
Why?
Because you just because you look, see how you're acting now. This is how it's going to be for the whole time.
This has been 20 years of loss and pain.
And God forbid my Knicks make the finals. Like you think New York people going to be obnoxious, but they're not. We're just going to sit back.
The world. We don't need the Knicks to win. The world is not ready for that. We've already got enough disasters and chaos in the world. We don't need the New York.
I'm praying for the victims of Florida as well. Hope
the world will end. I'm just same man. Florida. Oh, not Georgia, North Carolina, everywhere, man. North Carolina, it's crazy out there.
Very much so.
Hurricane Helene.
But we're happy for the Miami Hurricanes. William's happy. A happy William is always great. So, but next up, I believe those are all the topics, right?
So so we're going to blindly rank.
Yes, blindly rank. Arguably one of my favorite games to play with William because he
what wild thing JessNet gonna say today? JessNet has been wilding with this game. What wild game you gonna say today?
Okay, so I want you to blindly rank. This one's actually pretty cool. Well, all of them are cool to me, but these are the country duos. So I'm gonna put it say they're from Canada. I'm gonna pick two really good, two really great athletes, and you're gonna blindly rank how great they are together, 1 through 5. So first country is a country duo, not before you think I'm talking about country where you're from. No, I mean Canada, Spain, stuff like that. So okay, so the first one we got the Dominican Republic. Juan Soto and love you, Juan. Keep on doing great things. And Cat.
And Cat 5.
Yeah.
5.
First of all, I need you not to disrespect the big bodega.
Oh, bodega. Oh my God! I can't believe y'all gave him that nickname, the big bodega. I can't wait till he let y'all down too. Just like Kirk Cousins for let the Falcons down, I can't wait to Cat let the New York Knicks down. Y'all gonna be so mad, and we're gonna be
very mad. But until then, he is the big bodega, and respect to him. So fine, 5. You want to be disrespectful? 5. Put him at 5. Shea Alexander and Freddie Freeman from Canada.
I can't believe this. Big bodega. I can't believe y'all call
I didn't say him again. I said Freddie Freeman and
I know, but I'm still stuck on the big bodega. Like I am so lost. I can't.
Leave the big bodega alone. He's gonna do great things.
Three
but
for the candidate.
Shout out to Freddie Freeman. He was. I know y'all got love for him. The Braves.
Yeah, he brought us a championship. We traded,
sold his. Oh yeah, no, he didn't leave. Y'all traded him because he
wanted all that money, and we found somebody. We found somebody better. It's all good.
Who?
It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. The Japan Rui from I don't know Hachimara.
Rui Hachimara.
Yeah, from Japan, and also from Japan, Dodgers own. He's carrying this. So
yeah, because of Ruchi, he's at 4.
But his great you be hating on Ohtani though.
Oh, Ohtani. Hey, I ain't hating on Ohtani. Just say y'all taking it too far. Say he's good as Barry Bonds. Y'all need to go choke on a ball.
But did Barry Bonds ever have 50 stolen bases along with 50 home runs?
Don't matter.
And then
he's also playing with bigger bases, and they can only pick him up
here
twice.
We go.
Tell that to Barry Bonds. Get up to Barry Bonds. That's all I'm saying. So Ohtani ain't nowhere near Barry Bonds. Stop the outrage. Stop that just stop. No.
Stop saying Hachimara. He don't know how to say Hachimara last name, so he said Hachimara. But okay, so they're 4. Okay, and Freddie. Okay. Next up we got from Greece, Giannis and Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger. He's the one that played for. Yeah, he's Greek. That's what it said. He's Greek.
Interesting. Didn't know that. Put him at 2. That's weak. Didn't know that. No, because he played in the Little League World Series. I remember Cody Bellinger playing in the Little League World Series.
Have you seen his numbers this year? He's a beast.
Oh no. Cody Bellinger is good. The Greek thing has definitely caught me off guard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it said. But yeah, he's so you put him at 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So then USA is Braun and Aaron Judge.
Of course, that's number 1, but Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball, not Ohtani.
Really? And I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that from you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take that from you.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Aaron Judge.
No, but even Bryce, even though they lost yesterday to the Mets, but I feel like he also might have had a better season.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, Ohtani's good. Don't get it twisted, but I mean, yeah.
That's y'all. This is literally what he says in the text messages. I'd be like, Ohtani had this and that, and he'd be like,
man.
I'd be like, no one has ever done this.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, y'all talk about that, but nobody wanted to hype the Acuna season. Remember, I posted that, and the Acuna season was better than this. But no.
Oh, Acuna. Oh, I think my son has his jersey. My son loves him.
Yeah, when he had 40 home runs and 70 stolen bases. Like, come on.
But he didn't get 50-50 though.
Oh, because he didn't hit 50 home runs. Like, come on. Batting average was better.
That's great.
On base,
that's great.
On base was better. He had a better. Don't get me started. Move to the next one.
Okay, well, that was fun. I think that was a very accurate list, by the way. Even though you were hating on the big bodega, but it's cool. So next up it's only one more blindly ranked, guys. I want Will to blindly rank the prettiest jump shots, in the league. Okay. So 1 through. I'm gonna do 1 through 6. I know that sounds weird, but I'm gonna do 1 through 6.
Okay.
But anywho, okay. Blind 1 through 6. First one I have is Klay Thompson. This is jump shots, not accuracy or anything, just how their jump shot. Yeah. Klay Thompson.
3.
1 through 6. Okay. Ray Allen.
4.
Kyle Korver.
6.
Dang. Kevin Durant.
2.
Steve Nash.
5.
Number 1, Steph Curry. I don't think his jump shot is prettier than Klay Thompson. That's just my personal opinion.
I would flip Curry and Durant. Nah, I like Curry's shot over Klay. Klay got that.
You do? It's beautiful. His jump shot is it's perfect. Look, his hand is always like this. His hand is never.
No.
What?
No, give me that Durant. Durant is more pretty. Durant is that flow, that more. And then when he's like 7 foot with the long, like it's so.
But that's not what they teach you in, like when they try and teach you how to do a jump. I know you should do it the way
the perfect jump shot is JJ Redick. That's the perfect
that is perfect.
Is JJ Redick.
When I thought about doing, I might do another one for like a top 10, and I just forgot about him. I don't know why he's my favorite Dookie of all time, but he could have been top. Yeah, he's definitely top 3 if not 1. So
yeah.
But you think his jump shot is prettier than Klay Thompson? Like his jump shot?
Yes.
I don't know. That's kind of tough. It's tough.
You got this Klay Thompson love, man.
I know. I gotta love, but I don't know. You know, I love my Dookie. JJ.
You think Klay Thompson? You thought Klay Thompson supposed to be in top 75, didn't you? You thought he was going to be in top 7.
Then why are you lying to yourself? You said it yourself.
I said Klay deserves to be in the top 75.
Yes, you said Klay should be in the top 75.
I said if y'all gonna put Kyrie Irving, then yeah, Klay needs to be in. If you're gonna put a Kyrie Irving, Klay needs to be in.
So you think Damian Lillard deserves to be over Klay Thompson? Exactly.
Yes. No, yes. Only the reason why is because Dame was a number 1 option for a franchise.
That should not be the reason why you are top 75. There's other ways.
If you take Steph off Golden State and left Klay the man, Golden State would just make the playoffs. That's
okay. Here, how about this analogy? How about the fact that without Klay, and then there's no one else but just a random person, they will win the champ. They with the 11 dribbles, with the 60 point, and blah blah blah. You mean to tell me they would be the same team?
And guess who got him to that point?
Kick Steph. To the rocks.
He just needed a tie. He just needed a sidekick to help him out. But Steph got him to that point.
Game 6 Klay
got him to Steph at least got him to that point. And then Klay did have to help him out.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect Clayford. I'm not gonna let you disrespect him. Without Klay Thompson, even without Draymond, they would not have won those championships.
The most outrageous omission to the top 75 was Dwight Howard, point blank.
Okay, Dwight Howard. I would pick Dwight Howard over Anthony Davis. I would have picked Dwight Howard over Anthony Davis. That is very factual. But at the end of the day, you're lying to yourself.
Davis shouldn't have been on there. That whole bubble championship saved him. Anthony Davis, that bubble championship saved his career.
I mean,
Anthony Davis and Matthew Stafford are the same players. I swear.
Whoa. Okay.
Y'all putting them in Hall of Fame.
I'm not judging 2 different types of sports. That's if you want to bring that in there, go ahead. But you're not going to disrespect greatness. And the fact that you think without Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, they just
I did not say
that they will win without them.
You're out of your mind. They did their part. Yes, they were definitely part of it. But when we talk about top 75 players of all time, they are not part of that. They'll make the Hall of Fame.
Maybe not Draymond, but Klay. I believe Klay should have been
over who? Over Dame.
And I'm a big, and you can ask people that know me, and you know me. I've said it before. I love Dame. I'm a big Dame fan. But at the end of the day, if I was to choose which legacy I wanted, who legacy is better, you mean to tell me you would pick Damian Lillard's legacy over Klay Thompson's?
Yes.
You and Gilbert Arenas are the same humans.
So let me ask you, would you take Damian Lillard's career or Klay's career?
I want to win championships, so yes, I will pick Klay's career.
You don't want to be the man. You don't want to be the one to
not try. Everyone. No, I don't have to. I now, as much as you can ask people that know, like my husband and stuff, how much I talk trash. I love to talk me some trash, and you know this by us debating. But at the end of the day, I want to win championships, and I will be the second or third option to win a championship. But I'm also a team player. You see that you'll be a shaky your head. See, you showing yourself. You want to be the man. Okay.
Yep. I want to be the man. I want to be the reason why we won this.
Oh, but you don't want to be part of the reason? You don't want to be part of the reason?
I want to be the reason. I want to be the main reason.
So you need to have pieces to the puzzle in order to make
I
the
want to
puzzle
be
whole.
the main reason. I want to be
You
the main
need to
reason.
be-
You are not finna convince me Klay Thompson should have been in the top 75. I'm sorry. You're not finna convince me.
Klay
There's
Thompson
so
should
many
have been
players.
top 75.
There's so many players I would have put over
shoot,
Klay Thompson.
I would have put
Vince
Kyrie.
Carter.
I would have
Vince
picked
Carter
Kyrie.
should have got in, but I would have got Vince Carter before him. Dwight Howard, of course.
Dwight Howard.
No, not Grant Hill, but you know.
Yeah. Grant Hill should have been if he was healthy. Yes, but yeah, bud, you're bugging. And the fact that you just showed yourself, because the pieces to the puzzle, and all of them are pieces. You need all of them to be whole. You mean like the fact that you are out here saying that without Klay Thompson, they would have been all right and they would have won 4. You're wilding.
All I'm saying is, I seen Steph carry a broken team to a championship by himself. Well, that last championship, what did Klay do? What championship? What did Klay do last championship? Where was Klay last championship?
Was he at his
Poole? They were benching him for Jordan Poole because he was so bad.
That was last year, but not the championship year. He was starting.
Year, he was not. I mean, he was, but he was bad. He wasn't terrible.
Okay, let me just say this and let me give you some knowledge. Yes, was he was he great? No, but was he good enough? Yes, he came off an Achilles injury the year before, and then also an ACL injury like a few months, like 6 months before. I'm sorry, a year before that. And y'all act like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be just as great again. Okay, now I'm not done. And then also, he also made big plays in that finals. Was he great? No. Did he do what he was supposed to do? Yes. So for you to out here act like he was so super duper washed and they didn't need him is wild. Wild. And I'm pronouncing every syllable.
Not top 75.
He'll be in the top 100, but he deserves to be in top 75 though. So I'm just saying, I gotta look over the list again because some of them.
Tracy McGrady, I would put Tracy McGrady over him.
Tracy McGrady wasn't in it, but that's not. Oh, you.
I'm talking about players.
And you're the king. And you're the king of telling me he never made it out. Which round? The second round? You are the king of telling me that. But yeah, he was the main option.
Oh, let me tell you something.
But you told me. You told me. No. You told me that didn't matter though. You said it don't matter if he's just by himself. He's the same option. I'm sorry, if he's the only option. That's what you told me. You said he should have made it out the second round, no matter what. Or was it the first round?
No, he should have. Yeah, he should have. He should have.
Okay, so boom, that takes him out of it then. If you judge, that's what you judge it by, or you judge it by the eye test. Yes, if there's an eye test, a lot of players should be.
Klay has not proved he can do anything without Steph. That's all I'm saying.
Well, honey, I guess you're going to see this year, aren't we?
Yeah,
and I'll shut my mouth. And I'll shut my mouth if he totally sucks. How about that? I will shut my mouth. What? How will shut my mouth if he sucks with Kyrie and Luka? Then I will say, William, you were right. But as of right now, heck to the no. And he should have been in top 70. That's just my opinion. I believe Kyrie should. If we're going, especially you going by eye test with Tracy McGrady, obviously. So if we're going by eye test, there's a lot of people.
I'm being honest. Hold on. I was just saying, if there was after the 75, who should go in? Tracy McGrady be ahead of Klay Thompson. That's all I'm saying. Now let me say this: Tracy McGrady doesn't deserve me in the top 75. I have a hot take. I can argue Tracy McGrady shouldn't have made the Hall of Fame. But I'm just saying. But I
would have put him in the Hall of Fame. He wouldn't have made it immediately, but I would put him in the Hall of Fame.
Tracy McGrady's prime was what?
It was
like his good prime was like great. What, 6 years?
It was
right?
It was a debate between who was better.
No. But this is what I'm saying. This is my argument. If you say his good prime was probably 6 or 7 years, right? Ain't that about how long Penny Hardaway's was? And we don't have Penny Hardaway in there, I don't believe.
No, we don't have Penny.
I'm just saying.
His decline was really bad, I think. That's why. Penny's decline was really bad, like worse. Like, because you see how Grant Hill realized he wasn't as good no more, but he still contributed to teams and was still okay as a basketball player, but he was never at his potential from the get-go. That's kind of like
we're gonna have a discussion about top 10 players who who are not in the Hall of Fame that we feel like should get in.
I think I was trying to be funny with that blindly ranked, but I mentioned Penny Hardaway. He told me no.
Yeah.
I mentioned Tracy McGrady. Well, no, I didn't because he's in the Hall of Fame. But I mentioned some other people. I know there was funny ones, but there was a couple where I was dead serious, and you were like, no. Like Sean Kemp. I think you said no. Yeah, we could discuss it again, but there was some place you think remember like the Udonis Haslam thing. That was low-key jokes, but at the end of the day,
don't make me hang up on you.
Which one's worse? Which one is worse of a take, him or Rick Fox? I think Richard has a great taste. He has a great take. He has great taste in women too, but he has a great
start the scripture. I'm not listening to this. Go.
You don't have your motivation? Okay.
No, I didn't get to get the motivation side.
Okay. But yeah, Udonis Haslam he deserves some consideration because he led them to some championship.
Start. End the show.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 8, guys. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. No, but for real, let that settle in your spirits as y'all lay your heads down. Be pure, love God, and you shall see Him, and He'll give you every desire of your heart if you trust in Him. And God bless you and your family, and hope you have a great rest of your night.
Have a good night. Thank y'all for joining at the Buzzer Sports Show. We try to be here every Tuesday and Thursday when life ain't driving us to not be able to do the show. But hopefully we should be here next Tuesday and next Thursday. We'll definitely check you out. Follow us, please, at the Buzzer Sports Show on Instagram, on Facebook.
Yes.
I ain't got it on Twitter yet, but you also can join me, King Will, at King Will Womack on IG, King Will Womack 2132 on X, or Will Womack on Facebook. Jess is I am JessNet on Instagram. Yep, and JessNet on X. And we'll see y'all Tuesday. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Be safe, y'all.
Peace out.